I think we'll get started, sir.
Yes.
I think we'll get started.
Yes.
Yeah. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಧನಂಜಯ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭಾಚಾರ್. ಇವತ್ತು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ 9ನೇ ಆವೃತ್ತಿಯ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸೆರೆನಿಟಿ ಹೋಮ್ ಬಯರ್ಸ್ ಫೋರಂ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ವತಿಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಥೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಥೆ, ಮನೆ ಕೊಡಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮನೆ ಕೊಡಿ, ಮಧ್ಯಮ ವರ್ಗದ ಕಷ್ಟ ಕೇಳುವರು ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ವಾ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಶೀರ್ಷಿಕೆಯಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರು ಹೋಮ್ ಬೈಯರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಅವರ ಜೊತೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸೆರೆನಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನುವ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. 2010ರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಗೋಕುಲಂ ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ಚಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹೆರಿಟೇಜ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಇವರ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಸಲ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗೋಕುಲಂ ಶೆಲ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಬೈಯರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. 2011, 12, 13ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 ಹೀಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಮನೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ದಿನ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಬ್ರು ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಗರಿಕರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, 2015ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಯಕ್ಷ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯೇ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಂತರ ಒಬ್ರು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮೃಣಾಲಿನಿ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, 2008ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿಲ್ ನಾನು ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. 2008ನೇ ಇಸ್ವಿ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ವಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ವಿಲ್ ಇಂದ ನನಗೆ ಸೆರೆನಿಟಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಸೆರೆನಿಟಿಲಿ ಸಹ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಂತರ ಒಬ್ರು ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಕರ್ನಲ್ ಒಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಆರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಲಿ 26 ವರ್ಷ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ದೇಶಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಯುದ್ಧಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಸಾವಿನಂಚಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನ ನಾನು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮನೆ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋರಿಂದ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನನಗೂ ಸಹ ಮನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ಬಹಿರಂಗ ಪಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬೈಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ದಲೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಮನೆಗೆ. ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ದಲೇನೆ ಸಹ ಇಡೀ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಬಂದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೈಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ದಲೆ ಫುಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ನವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಒಂದು ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಲೋಪದೋಷ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇದೆ. BBMP ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ OCCC ಇಲ್ದಲೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ಲೋರೇ ಇಲ್ದಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಮನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ದಲೆ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ 2.5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಕಟ್ಟಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಮಹೇಶ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಜೈನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ಮನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ದಲೆ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು. ಮನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ದಲೆ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಸಬ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರದೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಲೋಪದೋಷ ಖಂಡಿತ ನಡೆದಿದೆ. ಈ ಲೋಪದೋಷವನ್ನ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರಿಂದನೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಮಧ್ಯಮ ವರ್ಗದವರು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಈ ಲೋಪದೋಷಗಳನ್ನೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಬದುಕ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ, ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿ ಅವರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ರೇರಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಕಾನೂನನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪವರ್ ನ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಸಹ ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ನೀತಿಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಡೆಯುವಂತಹ ರೀತಿ ನೀತಿಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆನ್ನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೋಹನ್ ಅವರು 2 ದಿನದ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಂಟೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಜಮೀನು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಪನ ಮೂಲಕ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ವಿಷಯ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪವರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಹ, ಆಕ್ಟಿನ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪವರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಹ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ರೇರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಸಮರ್ಥ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಅನ್ನೋರೊಬ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು, ರೇರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಮೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅವರ ಕಟ್ಟಿದಂತ ಹಣ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈಯರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ರೇರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪವರ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ? ರೇರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಏನ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯೋ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ರೇರಾ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದನೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾವು ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಏನಿದೆ. ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಡೆತ್ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರರಿಗೆ ಅಂತ, ಯಾರು ವಿಕ್ಟಿಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರರಿಗೆ ಅದು ತಲುಪತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಈ ರೇರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋಹನ್ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾನೂನು ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸುಮಾರು 60 ರಿಂದ 70 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು, ಆದ್ರೆ ರೇರಾ ಬಂದು ಬರೀ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೇರಾನು ಸಹ ಇನ್ನು 60 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನ ತರಬೇಕಾ? 60 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಬಂದಂತ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ 2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಪಾಟನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಪವರ್ ನ ನಾವು ರೇರಾಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಗ್ರಾಹಕರಿಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ರೇರಾ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು? ರೇರಾ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪವರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಲ್ಡರ್ಸೇ ಸಹ ಬಂದು ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಜಮಾ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಇನ್ಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನೂನಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ರೇರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಅದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಇದು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರವಾಗಿ ರೇರಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪವರ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ರೇರಾ ಇದು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ರೇರಾ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಗೆ ಡಿಸಿ ಆಫೀಸು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಸುತ್ತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾಹಕರು ಈ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತಮಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಸಹ ಯಾರು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ರೇರಾವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬಲಿಷ್ಠಪಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಿಲ್ಡರಿಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಣವನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ತಂದು ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಪವರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾನೂನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ತಿದ್ದುಪಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೇವೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬನ್ನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಹೋಮ್ ಬಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸೆರೆನಿಟಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಕನಕ್ಪುರ ರೋಡ್, ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ಇವರ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೇಳೋಣ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರೇ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ತಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವರೇ, ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸರ್ ಅವರೇ? ವೆನ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಬುಕ್ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸೆರೆನಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಬುಕ್ ಅ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸೆರೆನಿಟಿ ಸರ್?
ನನಗೆ I wanted to have a big community when I wanted to book a flat, and I found that near ISKCON temple where I can go to temple every day and have darshan of ISKCON Krishna. Okay. And ಅದರ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸೆರೆನಿಟಿ ಅವರದ್ದು ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅವರು CRM ಅವರು ದೇ ಶೋಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ISKCON ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಬರುತ್ತೆ,
ಹ್ಮ್
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
ಹ್ಮ್
And I booked my flat in 2013.
ಹ್ಮ್
2013 beginning February I paid my advance, and
ಓಕೆ
2013 April I paid full payment
ಓಕೆ
of
ಎಷ್ಟು
the
ಅಮೌಂಟ್
flat.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್? ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಯು ಪೇಯ್ಡ್?
I have paid 65 lakhs,
ಓಕೆ
out of which I had to pay some 15 lakhs from my pocket. Remaining was bank loan.
ಓಕೆ
So the entire amount of the flat has been paid.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನು
And I joined in a
ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್
scheme
ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಾ
called
ಸರ್?
pre-EMI scheme.
Have you registered the flat also, sir?
I have
Illa.
not registered.
Okay.
No, I have not registered the flat.
Okay.
I joined in a scheme called pre-EMI scheme.
Okay.
As per the scheme, from the commencement of construction, they were supposed to pay EMI for 36 months. I asked them, why you are paying only for 36 months? You are supposed to pay till the completion of the house, till you give me possession of the house. They told me your house will be completed before that. So 2015 December was my committed date.
Delivery
they had
date.
committed to me. As per the delivery date. As per the agreement, 2015 December ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೇನೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. 2013 April ಅಲ್ಲಿ when I paid the money, they said 3 months to 6 months time they'll start the construction work. Pre-launch period ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನನಗೆ. So launch will happen, actual launch will happen in 6 months time ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. But unfortunately they couldn't get their approvals in time. They started much later. Only in the second half of 2014 they started the construction. So construction ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, they started excavation.
Okay.
What do you call digging? Digging for the foundation. So
but ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ
slow process.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಪೊಸೆಷನ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 2015 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತ ಸರ್?
ಹೌದು.
ಓಕೆ.
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ again I was cheated ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. When I booked my flat, I booked a flat in a block called M.
Okay.
As per the original plan that was given to me at the time of booking, the M block was from the M block I could see the main gate. Atara ittu. I'm actually a freelance self-employed person. So I advertising ಇದರೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಎಂ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಮೈ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಗೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಆತರ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಬೈ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಸಿ ಇನ್ 2015 ದಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್. ಐ ಸಾ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಎಂ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾನ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ 5. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ 4.
Okay, very interesting.
So this, most of the home buyers wouldn't have seen it. But for me, because I had booked it in M block, I felt it is not the right place for me, which I didn't like it. I took it up with Mantris. I told them I am not, this is not the way I wanted.
Why you are not informed?
Flat. So they gave me an option of moving to any other block which is available. And the only block that was available was L block. So I moved to L block. So when I moved switched my apartment to L block, they changed my date, December 2017.
Okay, but actual booking date is different, right? You are supposed to be the possession date should be 2015, right?
Yes, it should be 15 only. They changed the date in the agreement. ಆವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. The delay of the
2 years in the agreement, you are losing 2 years compensation.
Yes, that implication ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. But this change of flat happened because of their mistake, not because of my mistake. I can have the drawings, I have the printed brochures what they have given me at the time of booking, and what was the brochure that came out in 2015. I have it with me now.
This is really strange. This is really
I can
strange
share it if it is required.
because while booking, showing one drawing and showing one plan, and by the time
Yes.
the construction comes, you have another plan. This is really ridiculous.
Yes.
So, did you
Yes.
when you discussed with them, what was the answer, sir?
I said I don't want to stick to this. I want to withdraw. Withdraw ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ they said penalty clause is there 10%.
And they do the mistake, and
that also.
they have done a mistake of changing the plan. And if you want to withdraw, you have to pay penalty for that. This is really ridiculous.
because I was cancelling it.
No, but you are cancelling because they changed the plan.
Yes, they didn't want to accept that. They said optionally they can give another flat, which are of my choice. Or I can withdraw. If I withdraw, the clause was 10% cut. I had to forgo.
Shell out 10% of your investment.
I was ready for that also.
Okay.
But the main catch was they will reimburse all my payments only after they sell the flat I had booked.
How can this happen, sir? Is it part of your agreement saying that they will give you money only after they resell? That's not your responsibility, right?
It is not my responsibility, but that's what they told me.
No, but is it documented somewhere, sir? This is really clear.
No.
This is clear cut. This is clear cut cheating if it is true. Because whatever in the agreement, if 10% is mentioned as an exit clause, they are supposed to honor. Whether they sell it your flat or not to sell it is their responsibility. It is not your problem.
Yes, that was my argument with them also. They said, yes, once we sell your flat, we will pay you. They were not disclosing their process, when their construction is happening properly. Then they are not disclosing when actual production is going to happen properly. When they are already delayed in all those things. How can I expect that they will be truthful to me that they'll be when they sell my flat, the flat I had booked?
Correct.
They have sold it and they'll give back me money.
Correct. Exactly. Have you filed any
2 months time?
Yeah. Have you filed any case in RERA, sir, about this?
Yes. No, I have not mentioned about this.
Okay.
But I have filed in a group case with RERA.
Okay.
Then
for a possession.
large number of
clause action.
The large group clause action suit we have applied.
Okay.
And we have asked for the immediate delivery, earliest delivery of the apartment.
Okay. But that doesn't include the compensation part, right? Because you're losing 2 years compensation. Because that is a huge money. Because from 15 to 17, because your original agreement says 15, and then it has been moved to 17, you are losing 2 years of your compensation amount.
Yes.
So I think probably
I have both the copies with me.
You have, if you have all the copies with you, probably my suggestion would be, sir, personally talk to the advocate, because Mohan sir, probably if what can be done on that, legal advisor can give you a best suggestion, because you are losing 2 years of interest component. Whatever, if RERA order say around 8% or 9%, we don't know how much percentage, but that much of amount of money you are losing for 2 years.
Yes, I don't want to lose any.
Please, my suggestion would be
any of my hard-earned money.
Yeah, definitely, sir. You should not, and it is not your mistake; it is their mistake. Why you should be penalized?
Exactly.
So please check with Mohan sir, and probably you will get some advice. So, what was your main aspiration, sir? How are you feeling? Because the house is not there, and then you have to pay the EMI, and the entire amount you already paid. I think this is really pain, right, for as a middle class home buyer.
I'm a very low middle class home buyer, wherein I'm a self-employed person, where my income is very meager. I have to every month I have to work personally. I have to get business, only then I'll be able to make my EMI payment and all those things. I have to meet my home expenses as well as my EMI payment, which was almost 60,000 rupees every month.
Oh my God.
That was quite a lot. I had to...
And you have to pay the rent as well. EMI plus rent. It is a huge burden.
Yes, also a rent. Actually, fortunately, what happened, what was there was I had a small studio apartment with me. for
Okay.
myself.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
I was staying in that. I thought I want to move into a bigger
Bigger one.
community,
Okay.
bigger one. Bigger
Okay.
community means even at Mantri, I have booked a smallest apartment, which is 1,000 square feet,
Mm, mm,
1,020 square feet,
mm, mm.
smallest apartment there. But I can be along with a bigger community, lot of people around
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
talk with.
I think
Nice.
that's one of the advantage, being in apartment communities, that brings in lot of community living,
Yes,
and also with facilities what they offer. So
yes.
that's really good. But
Like-minded people
yeah,
will be there
like-minded
around.
people will be there, and then you are, for kids it will be open space, and then a
Yes,
lot of
yes.
amenities kids can enjoy. So that's one
That's
of the
right.
reason people will go for apartment. But people
Yes.
like Mantri, if they are not delivering the time, on time, it is going to completely go away the trust on these kind of under construction properties. And
Yes.
that is
When
one
you
of the
talk
biggest
about trust,
problem. Yeah, that is one of the biggest problem what we are foreseeing. Because of
yeah.
one or two builders like this, the entire real estate sector is getting demoralized. Entire the trust on the builders is completely going away because of these incidents which is happening. This is really, all these stories which is coming out on this platform is really painful, really painful. Every month, earning self, and then maintaining the families, and then EMI of 60,000 rupees every month, and then also paying other expenses part of it, and then without a house, right? This is
Yes, yes.
really painful for everyone. And how long we can live, we at this age where COVID conditions or other things are going around. Everybody's age is unpredictable, and their life is
Right.
unpredictable, and during that time we want to live in a house where we earned it. And this is really
Exactly.
not happening. And this is not only money matters, Krishnan sir, it's an aspirations and a dream of any individuals who want to live in their house. And that is what affecting lot of buyers, along with the money matters a lot, there is no doubt about that. But at the same time, the age, we are getting aged, and our kids are getting older.
Getting
And
older.
then if we
Yes.
don't leave the house which we dreamt of it, then what are we going to achieve out of it? So
Yes.
if we get a house after 10-15 years, I think if you consider Mrinali's case, Mrinali
Yes.
madam case, it is 12 years.
Yes.
For you, it is 7 years. And even after a couple of years, if you get the house, it is almost like 10 years, a decade of a home. And if you would have invested, our money would have doubled. I'm 100% sure the money, whatever invested, is not even doubled. Forget about doubling. We don't even know. We will get our money back. So this is
Yes.
a condition we are living in, and this is really pathetic for for all the home buyers, because this will completely take away the trust on the builders. And Mantri, this is a request, sincere request. You are not only spoiling your name, but also spoiling the entire industry for that matter. The real estate industry is getting spoiled because of your Mantri developers. So this is the pain, and the pain will go away. And this is really pathetic condition for the real estate sector. And if real estate sector goes for a toss, and if go for a recession, and there are a lot of other impulsive reactions that will happen on the ground, properties will slow down, and the property rate will come down. And then we already seeing a lot of people vacating cities like Bangalore. And at least myself can see a lot of buildings on, when I go on the road, I can see a lot of buildings are vacant. So some of these conditions will really aggravate, and then the trust on some of these builders will go away very soon. And then under construction properties will have we will have a different way people look at it. I think that is need to pursue. I think if you guys don't deliver on time, and the trust will go away. People are ready to invest at a stage when the property was under construction. But now, because of these kind of incidents of 10 years of a home, if you want to wait for 10 years, better you not to invest, and then wait for 10 years and then take an apartment with maybe 20% increase in price. Because by the time your investment would have doubled in 10 years, any investment will make it double. Even if you keep the same amount in bank, your 1 crore rupee would have become 2 crores, right? So in that way, I think what a strong message to the society is that be careful, be cautious while investing in under construction properties of this, with the Ponzi schemes of pre-EMI, taking entire money of the buyers at one shot. And then all these dramas which is happening, really uncalled for. And every buyer need to rethink their decision. And especially I want to, advise people who are watching this video, especially youngsters, if you are planning to invest in a property, my suggestion to all of you guys, please think twice. If you want to invest, please invest in the reputed builders and completed projects. Completed projects will give you satisfaction of living in a house rather than people like us who are waiting for years together. We are almost nearing to a decade of waiting a home after paying 90 to 95%, and some people paid after 100%. So this is really uncalled for, and we expect RERA to be more powerful. We expect RERA to give orders to builders to deposit the money to court, and it is very easy to take money from the court and government rather than taking monies and the compensation from the builders. So with this regard, RERA should come forward and make a strong, powerful RERA to give orders to builders and then ask them to deposit the money in the court of law. So it is very easy to get the money from the court of law rather than running behind the builders and begging for money. So this is really one transformation we want to see in the RERA orders. And after listening to Krishnan sir and yesterday Samarth Hegde and other people who are already filed a case in RERA, it is important that RERA to be powerful, RERA to become stronger, and our objective of this forum is to make RERA stronger and get our home as early as possible. Any last comments, sir? We have 2 more minutes to close. Any last
Yes,
suggestion to
yes.
buyers, Krishnan sir?
Yes, sir. Mantris say they are on time every time. That is their capture line. Unfortunately, they don't stick to that. So we request Mantri to stick to their
Tagline.
Tagline, yes, and deliver and make sure that we home buyers are able to trust them, and then they should show their capability
True,
of
true value
their
of the
capability of
tagline.
building true value of their tagline. Yes, they should get trust in the home buyers and not delay like this.
Definitely.
Show their professionalism in doing their work.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, there is a human delay of 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. It can happen, but not like this of more than 5 years of delay.
Definitely, sir. I think even if it is a delay of 6 months or 1 year, I think no buyers would have even bothered, because we understand that a project of this scale where there are 2,000 flats are coming up, it's an expected delay because of the government regulations and keep on changing. And then whenever there is a government change, a lot of other factors that will play into picture, and then project kickstart will happen and other stuff. And
the developer also has seen so many governments, and he has built earlier apartments.
Correct.
He should have foreseen all the blocks that comes when he is doing the construction.
Correct.
So he should have foreseen and given the promises to the home buyer. He didn't foresee all those things. If he is given a date of 3 years, then there's something wrong in his professionalism.
Definitely.
Or his capabilities.
Definitely. Definitely, sir. Project of this scale, if they're given a commitment of 3 years, they should stick to it. And it is not impossible task, because, in Bangalore, we have seen many projects which is executed within 3 years of even much bigger than of this scale. And it's all about what matters is a commitment and a compassion. So if that commitment and compassion is not there, with any builder for that matter, so things will not move. So they need to understand it is home buyers' money is not only home buyers' money, it is your commitment to deliver the homes. So unless that compassion and that eagerness come to in their minds, I think nothing will move. Instead of that, taking this money and investing somewhere else, if that happens, and since buyers are not asking for, if that is the attitude of a builder, then this is going to be very disastrous for the industry as a concern. And we understand everybody wants to do business. So real estate as a company, real estate companies also wants to do business. Please do that. But at the same time, you need to understand that if you are committing for 3 years, please complete in 3 years. If you are committing for 4 years, please complete in 4 years. Even with a delay of maybe 5% deviation in your timeline, anybody can accept it. Even 10% of deviation is accepted. But if you commit for 3 years, and then delay for more than 5 years, which is more than 120 or 130% of deviation. So which is really, really uncalled for. And any industry for that matter, whether it is real estate or any industry, 120% variation means your planning is completely wrong, or you have completely misused the money. So something is definitely wrong. I think home buyers have filed a case in RERA. Home buyers have filed a case in NCDRC consumer courts. Home buyers also filed a couple of FIRs in police station. And this awareness of home buyers will definitely bring it to the light of the home builders community. And we request Mantri developers through this platform, 5 years is enough. Please deliver our home as early as possible. And I think with the intervention of our honorable MP, Tejasvi Surya ji, a lot of things are moving fast, and he is our MP Tejasvi ji is talking to multiple stakeholders to ensure that they deliver our home through stress fund. So a lot of interactions are happening. We are confident that our MP will get to a conclusion, logical conclusion of closing the stress fund with these builders and respective stakeholders in place. And thanks to Tejasvi, and thanks to our Home Minister who issued orders in favoring of home buyers, and then who supported our Tejasvi ji, and supporting home buyers by issuing orders supporting us. So this is really, really helpful. And then until unless home buyers come forward, law cannot be modified. So this is one of the statement which Mohan Advocate sir has made a couple of days back. The laws have been created by the people, for the people, and of the people. So RERA Act is also being created by the people, for the people, and of the people in the interest of home buyers. There are a lot of corrections, and then a lot of takeaways will happen through Home Buyers Forum. So this is one of the platform where we are trying to convey that the RERA need to be much more stronger. And through home buyers, if there is any further discussions and further panel discussions and then further conferences need to happen, we are more than happy to do that. And then respective RERA officials will be reaching out and then give our suggestions what the home buyers are asking for. With all this collated information of all the home buyers will be passing on, what are the pains home buyers are undergoing, will provide them input. And hopefully through this platform and then through home buyers, we will see a strong RERA coming up in Karnataka in the near future. So with that note, Krishnan sir, thanks a lot, coming over on this platform and explaining, experience of yours on the online platform. And let us hope we'll get all our homes very sooner. And then RERA becomes much stronger in the implementation of, or the money recovery portion part of it. And then state government also will look into this and then create laws and then modify the existing laws, implementation laws in the interest of the home buyers. And then with that, we conclude this session. Thanks a lot, Krishnan sir. Have a nice evening, good evening, and then thanks for coming over. Viewers, once again, we were taking a sign off with another home buyer, Krishnan, who also experienced 5 to 6 years of delay and then changing of the dates for 2 years, where he is supposed to get a compensation, as per the original agreement, but his agreement also got changed because he moved from one flat to another flat, and then he is under big loss, and he also filed a case in RERA, and then hoping that RERA case will be taken positively and will give justice to all the home buyers. Thanks a lot, Krishnan sir, once again. Thanks a lot, viewers. Have a nice day, and then good night. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka Mate.